we have a nice little tasty one here behind us, a Model 3. It's ended up being hit really hard in the back end. Let's take a closer look at it. Right, so first impression, quarter panel, absolutely mangled, wrecked. So that's a replacement straight away. Tailgate got away with it. I don't know how it got away with it. It must have just literally missed it. You can see in the corner there, the quarter's pushed down, so it's very lucky. Charge port, that is part of the quarter panel. That's all misaligned in there. But luckily, when you get a new quarter, that part is going to come with the quarter. The door gap between the quarter it's no gap. Look at it, it's tight. Wheelhouse, we'll have a look now, and it's pretty bad in there, but this is when it gets more exciting. You open that tailgate, I have the quarter trim off, look in there and you'll see it's absolutely wrecked. It's all pushed in, lower quarter, wheelhouse, extension. So anyway, let's get this car all stripped down and we'll go from there. Let's go. Okay, so I have it all masked up. What we're going to do is I'm going to clean up with a sealer that's hiding the spot welds. Going to get a belt sander with 80 grit. We're going to belt sand off a few of them spot welds, a few rivets, and get this panel off. Also have the curtain down so I'm not getting dust over there, and we have the vacuum here. So yeah, let's get going on this. Also, let me show you this. She's getting suspension. See the subframe? It's all cracked in there, kinked. So yeah, I'll just have these are just me rough cuts, because Tesla will give you measurements from the hinge hole here where they want you to cut here. Same with up here, they'll give you measurements of where they want you to cut. So these are just rough cuts just to get the panel off. We have all our procedures over here. There they are. So let's get going. Okay, like I said, I'll just get a drill with a wire brush and get all that sealer off just so I can see where the spot welds are, locate them that bit easier. Then I get a belt sander here and I'm just going to go through the first layer of the panel I'm taking off just to separate them spot welds, just in all different areas, under the rocker, up here, on the quarter panel as well. Get them all done, then we'll do our cuts. And what I do here is just get a little sander, sand right on the edge of the panel just till you see the split, so you know it's separated from the wheelhouse. Right, so here is the cut. It's gonna get noisy. Right, so just have like a air saw here, put me masking tape along there just as a guide, so just gives you more of a visual. Just stay to the edge of that and you should be good. I always start on the edge of a panel there as well. Just to gives me more of an accurate start instead of it bouncing all over the place. See here now, like I said, just keep to the edge of the masking tape, come down, and you'll get a nice straight cut. Always be careful of your panel in behind it, your inner panel. As soon as you feel any like resistance a little bit or whatever, you just kind of stop, you know you're hitting something. Not really a hell of a lot right behind here anyway, so it's pretty easy. Your other two cuts up the top there will be a little bit more tricky. So what I'll do here now is, if you look at the blade further back where my hand is, I'll rest it on the edge of that panel, and then I kind of use it as a guide, and then I turn the blade in towards me to get this angle, because there's a tight angle there. Works great for me every time and doesn't do any damage to the panel in behind. Right, so two cuts up here now with the quarter glass. Same process though, bit of masking tape, just give you that guide as well. And get a nice cut with this air saw. I love this air saw, I do all my joins with it. It gives you a nice cut and it gives you the tightest gap between your two panels. So when you put your new panel on, you'll have the tightest gap ever. Exactly what you want. Okay people, so got the quarter off. Then in behind you can see the wheelhouse is crumpled all here. There is a procedure where you cut it along here and put a section in, so we're going to look into that. But right now I'm going to take this off. I'm going to take this Explorer extension piece off as well, and then we'll figure that out. But got the quarter off, a few parts over there, so yeah, let's get all this off. We got them panels off. Like I was saying about this wheelhouse here, you have a wheelhouse and also you can put a section in here. So we're going to do a few measurements here, and then we're going to see if we can do it. It'll be a lot easier if we can do the section, then we're not replacing this brace here or this sort of particular brace as well. So if we can avoid that, we will. So let's get measured. So yeah, like I just said there, I'm just gonna do a rough mask line here from the measurements on the procedure. I'll belt on these few spot welds here as well. Then I'll get the air saw, get that cut along the masking tape there as well. And then we'll do the same on the new panel. We'll get our measurements done as well and cut that up as well and try it on. Okay people, so maybe turn that off. The vacuum. We got it all off, have it all done there. As I said there, I'm nearly sure I've done a quick measurement. I'm going to do the section on the wheelhouse. Save me doing a lot more work, and I'd rather do that than keep all the other parts original in the car instead of changing them. So let's have a quick look. So there you go. A little bit there, but I'm just going to hammer that up, a bit of a dolly in there and give it a hammer up. It's still going to be good. Put a section in here. We're going to leave that original. So all that's going to be the original parts in the car, which I'd rather do. I'm going to replace this lower extension, obviously the quarter. So what we do is going to clean this all off, going to cut my new wheelhouse, going to measure that up, cut that. I'd like to get that glued on and these pieces glued on before I go home tonight, let them set overnight, and then we'll come in and do the quarter tomorrow. So let's get going. Okay people, so there it is, it's test fitted on, just with the instructions there. A is 25mm, which is there, B is 15mm. So basically what it's saying is 25mm, 15mm down. Then you have the whole section there, goes under there. So what I'm going to do is, it doesn't want any rivets along here, it's just glue. So we'll just glue along here, then it wants 3 structural 6.5s along here, obviously glue as well. So I just had a test fit on there. What I'll do is I'll get my holes in here, take it off, clean it off. I'm going to clean all here, get this lined up as well with the new panels as well. Then we're going to start gluing and riveting. So, yep, let's keep moving. Alright everyone, so hope you enjoyed that time lapse. See you there, she's all done. Just have her clamped up there in a few areas where it just has adhesive. Let that dry overnight, come in the morning, take them clamps off and it'll be solid. I'll show you in the morning, but yeah, quick and easy. Procedure just calls for 1 rivet there, just glue it along there. Same up here, it's just glued all the way along there. There's 3 6.5s along here. These are small 4.8 as well, so we'll let that dry tonight like I just said, and we'll sit the quarter panel on tomorrow. Quarter panel's over there. There's a guy over there. Right, see you tomorrow. Okay people, so it's the next morning. Good morning. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to give that a quick scotch, and we are going to put some spray paint on it there, just that olive green kind of colour, just let it blend in. Just took the clamps off, but she's looking well, so let's get scotching. Okay, there we go. Just done a little bit of paint work. Obviously, I left here because that's where it's going to be glued and riveted on the quarter panel. So just done a paint in there as well. Just done a dust coat with a white. That's kind of the way it is from factory. So yeah, there's your seam there. What we'll do is on the inside, when it's in the paint booth, the painter will paint the inside. I'll put sealer along the inside there, even though it's more than likely it's sealed itself from the glue. But I'll put a nice bead of sealer on the inside. But now at least all that's original up there. We just have to put a section in. Oh, let's get the quarter panel ready, sit it on, try and get it gapped up. Okay people, I just cut my quarter here just before I fit it on. So I have it sitting on there. Next stage is I need to try on my tailgate and my door, get these gaps. So yeah, I just done a rough cut here just to get this section off the new quarter. So it's just sitting on there. What we'll do is we'll do our measurements for where it wants to be exactly cut. Like I said, trying our parts, get our gaps, and then we can start cutting and getting our holes for our flow forms. Right, so let's get going. Right people, so got her all gapped up. This will be like that. There. And we have the door gap there. So the next stage is have it all clamped up. We will get our holes in for our flow forms. And any other rivets that needs to go in, and we'll get her off, we'll clean her all off and get her all glued and back on. So yeah, she went on, she gapped up nice and easy, so happy days. So I have all the holes ready for the flow forms and the 6.5s. Next is the cuts. Have them all measured and lined up, so let me show you what's going on. We start down here. So this is where it's to be cut. What I'll do now is I'll run a nice straight line of masking tape down there. But it's 350 mil is what it says here. 350 mil D. You go from the lower bolt of the hinge, which is what we did. We measured from there to here, 350 mil. So we've done the tops as well. Same here, and then here is 75 mil from that circle down. So that's the cut there. That one is the cut here. So yeah, let me just show you them ones as well, just so you know. There it is there. From the circle line down A, 75 mil. So let's get cutting these, and then we can get her out and get her prepped. So sometimes I get people asking how you cut your joints. So what I usually do is, well, most of the time, is I'll overlap it and I'll cut through the 2 panels. That's always giving me a nice slim, like a real tight gap where it's nice to weld. So you should just have an air saw with this on, and then if I ever get tricky, what I do is I'll just get a cut off wheel and I'll just cut the blade here myself, and it gives me a nice smaller blade to get at the tricky areas. Just give it a cut there. Maybe let's go. Now, I've taken that off. The blade is also left a mark on the other panel. So what I'll do is I'll take the quarter panel off and then I'll cut her off. That way it's a lot easier. You're not going to be, you're minimizing the chance of cutting through the next panel, the inner panel, which you don't want to cut. See there, you can see the mark. So now I know exactly where I need to cut, and we won't damage the panel in behind. So let's keep going. Okay, I've cut the blade. Make it that bit easier. Here's that piece off. And like the top joint, I'm going to have a mark down along here where I can get the rest of the panel off. So there you go. Panel's off. This is the piece that needs to come off now. I'll obviously just get rid of that spot weld. But you can see I have a nice line here. Obviously it stops there, but I know where it needs to be. I have a little cut there, so I will continue that. Same with the bottom down here. Here as well. So I'll just run a bit of masking tape on here, put that, and then that'll be in the right place as well. Right, so here is the Express 800. If anyone's ever used it, you know what it looks like. If anyone hasn't, so this is for the flow forms. These are your flow form rivets. These are the rivets that are going to be going in along here. Okay, they're going to be going in through the panel like that, and then this thing, and it will, obviously we'll go through here as well. Then you can press your trigger here, and this will basically compresses it. So that's how that works. And then we just have normal 6.5s as well that goes over here. I have my little Tesla drawer over here, all the rivets. So we will get some glue on this panel, glue on the panel, glue on the car, and get going. Here we have the Giuseppe. What is the name of it? Has a name. Taurus pneumatic. This thing's powerful. Here we go. Get these 6.5s in there.
here. Sorry about the camera work. There you go. One more there and I've a S18 to go up here. Anyway, let's get this Express 800 working. Right, SO8 Express 800, let's go. Okay, so she's all welded up. Just to show you something, always check your procedures with Tesla. You can see here the red mark shows you where they want it MIG'd. So if you look here, they just want it MIG'd here. They don't want you going against the high strength steel. So what I'm going to do now is I'll wipe some structural adhesive along here. Now I'll let that cure as well and we'll sand it all down. And then we'll put some filler over. Same here. It's all welded along here, but you don't go against the high strength steel. So we just missed that spot weld, thank God. What we'll do is now we'll get structural adhesive, put it in here as well. To do one spot weld here as well. It's all cleaned in behind it. We'll put one spot weld here. We're getting there. Okay people, so quick update. We've done our plug welds along here. We have our flow foam there and this calls then for 3 spot welds. One up here, one where the clamp is and one just on the side here. And then it calls for another 1 spot weld just down here. So, I'll just show you in the instructions. Okay, so there you go there. You can see, sorry. You can see here, that little red star, that's your S18, and then you have a spot weld here, and a spot weld just up here. So, if you were doing the far side, it's different. You just do 3 spot welds along here. There's no S18. There you go there. S18, which we have in there. So, let's get spot welding.
So what I'm doing here, just in case anyone's wondering, after that glue is cured, I just have like a little scotch disc on that sander there and I'm just sanding it down, and then this will be ready for filler.
Okay people, it's getting noisy in here. Here we have it all grinded down. We let that glue cure. It's cured, sanded it down. So now what I'll do is we're going to put some filler along here. Same here, we let it all cure. It's solid as a rock. Put some filler here. We'll put some here as well. And then we're doing our spot welds here, SAT, and like I said, and then we're going to put some filler along here for our plug welds, just to tidy it up. But looking good. Let's get some filler on her.
Okay, if anyone's wondering what I'm using here, I'm using a UV putty. It's made by Nuva Putties. They're on Instagram, they have a website as well, and I'm using a Spectratech lamp here, which you get from AMH, which is up here in Canada. You can see them as well on www.amh.ca. Great products, gets the job done a hell of a lot quicker, and it sands down just like normal filler as well. That's why I love this stuff. Like, I had that dry in probably 1 minute after putting it on. Now, it's a little bit tricky when you're spreading it, but it's like anything, the more you use it, the better you get at it. I almost say it's like a texture, like a lotion kind of. It's kind of, it's a little tricky to get on, but once you get it, you get it. But the speed difference is unbelievable, so if you haven't ever tried it, give it a bash, see what you think. And let me know what you think of it after using it, because I'm always curious to see what people think of the products that I use in my videos.
So what I was doing there was, let me show you, is we're just sealing inside. So where the edge was all rolled, I just seal it all along there. And then where I put my new wheelhouse in, just have sealer going all up there. Obviously the glue acts as a sealant as well, but I just put a lot of sealer in there just to be careful. So let's get the parts on, try them on one more time, see our gaps, and then get this car to the paint shop. Oh yeah, look. Looks nice in there now, spot welds. Okay people, so there she is, she's all done. Better make this quick, my phone's about to die. So yep, sealed. Put all my parts back on just to check the gaps. They're all good. This will be a bit, it's a bit tight now, but reason being is, let me show you. There is usually on these Model 3s, anything that works on them, you put your tail lamp in, there's an adjuster here. That is a little piece that goes here. These adjusters work with them. So when that's all in place, this will be up about here. So it's all good. Yeah, let me show you. So like I said, like the procedure said, spot weld, spot weld, spot weld, S18. And obviously I MIG welded here, but I just put little fake spot welds there now with the UV filler. 6.5s glue, 6.5s glue, S18s here, glue, weld, glue, then a bit of filler over it as well. Show you in here. You have the S18s, and you can, there's a little gap here where it's just glue, then S18s all down here, and a spot weld down here as well, and then it's just glued underneath. So yeah, we have it all sealed in there, and they already painted in there. You seen that? So yeah, any questions? Hit me up in the comments. Just going to the paint shop now to get painted, and I'll put up a little video when it's finished. So thanks for watching. Hit that like button. Like I always say, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Thank you.